Good morning. Welcome to Rise and Shine. We'll get started standing today at the top of your mat. Pressing the feet into the floor, tightening the core, engage the pelvic floor, keep everything nice and strong and protected. The core we tighten and engage so we keep the back straight and the back safe, and we engage the pelvic floor for that stability that we need through our practice. Focus in on your breath. You can gently close the eyes or soften the gaze for a few breaths to bring the awareness to the tip of the nose as you inhale and exhale, noticing the inhale and exhale going in and past, back out near the tip of the nose. Focus on engaging the core, engaging the pelvic floor, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Press the feet into the floor. The base of the toes are together. The heels can be a little bit separated from each other. Engage the quads, engage the glutes. Inhale, sit into chair. Bend the elbows, gaze up towards the thumbs. Exhale, hinge at the hips, release the head. Fingertips are moving towards the floor, or you can have them on your legs. Whatever feels good. Next, inhale, raise yourself to a half lift in an L shape. Exhale, bend the knees, place the palms down, walk back. And you can bring the knees down to the floor, or you can come all the way down into chaturanga plank. Inhale, come to up dog, really lengthen the spine. Exhale, press the hips up, down dog nice and slowly. Press the hands into the mat, walk the feet to wake up the back of the legs. We're here for 5 breaths. As you're ready, begin to sink the heels towards the floor. It's okay if they don't touch the floor. They're just moving in that direction. Arms spiral out. So it's almost like the shoulders are rotating towards the outside of the body. Inhale, begin to walk the feet towards the hands. Bringing yourself into that half lift. Exhale, release the neck, hinge at the hips all the way. You're welcome to keep a bend in the knees. Inhale, press into the feet, especially into the heels. Bring the arms up, sit into chair. Gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, bring the hands to your side. Next one, inhale, sit into chair, gaze at the thumbs. Okay to bend the elbows. If you'd like to have the elbows straight, you're welcome to do that as well. Exhale, release the neck, hinge at the hips. Press into the feet as you release the neck. Inhale, come to a half lift. So you're in an L shape looking at the floor. Exhale, place the palms. Walk the feet back. Lower the knees to lower yourself down, or keep the knees up. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, up on the tops of the feet. Long spine. Exhale, down dog. Again, you're welcome to walk the feet out. Open up the back of the legs. There's a nice anterior tilt of the hips here. So it's almost like that hip bone is moving towards the femur. 5 breaths. Gaze towards the belly button if you can. Pelvic floor engaged, core still engaged. Press into the hands. Inhale, walk the feet towards the hands into that half lift. Exhale, release, hinge. Knees can stay bent. Inhale, come up, gaze to the thumbs in chair. Exhale, release. Inhale again, nice and slow. Sit down, nice long inhale. Sit into chair, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, release and hinge. Release the neck, look at your knees. Inhale, come to a half lift. Exhale, place the palms down. Walk the feet back. Knees can be up or down, totally up to you. And exhale into chaturanga. Lower yourself down. Everything is still nice and tight and strong. From the belly button down, inhale, look up. Exhale, bring the hips up. 1 breath here. Next inhale, turn your left heel in. Walk the right foot up between the hands. Get yourself situated in order to inhale and stand up into warrior 1. Sink into that front hip. Elbows can be bent. Elbows can be straight. They can be at your chest. Sink into this front hip. 5 breaths. Press into that back left pinky toe. Hips are stacked towards whatever's in front of you. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Bring the hands down. Walk that foot back. Lower down. Elbows staying nice and tight, whether your knees are up or down. Inhale, up dog, long spine. Exhale, down dog. Full exhale here. Next, inhale, turn the right heel in. Walk the left foot up. And get yourself situated. It's okay to take a couple breaths here. Inhale yourself up. Warrior 1, left side. Sink into the left hip flexor. Open the right. Press the right pinky toe back as you sink. Gaze to the thumbs. And again, the arms can be up, bent, or down into heart center. 2 more breaths. Find that length in that back straight leg. Engage the quad, engage everything from the belly button down. Exhale, walk the hands down. Bring that left foot back. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, up dog. Long spine. Exhale, down dog. Gonna be here for 5 breaths. Walk the feet out. Press into the hands, gazes to the belly button. Shoulders move away from the ears. Try not to crowd the ears with the shoulders. Inhale, look to the hands. You can walk or jump the feet forward. Bring yourself to that half lift. Exhale, release the neck. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up into chair. And exhale, stand. Walk the right foot out, about hip distance apart. Exhale, hinge at the hips again, find those hip bones. Bring the top of the hip bones towards the femurs, towards those thigh bones. Bend the knees if you need to, if you want to, and grab the toes. Release the neck. Press into the feet as you pull yourself down. Pull the head almost between the knees. Elbows go out to the side. Shoulders stay away from the ears. You can begin to try to straighten your knees if you would like. If your legs are straight, don't lock the knees out. Inhale, come to a half lift. Exhale here. And here, we're going to walk the right foot back in towards the left. Grab behind the calves, almost like the elbows are moving behind the knees. I'll turn around so you can see. Got my elbows behind it. You can grab the ankles. If you can get the fingers under the heels, get the fingers under the heels. So find a place that's comfortable for the hands. You can hold anywhere, whatever works for you. And then wherever you're holding on to, begin to pull yourself down slowly. Release the neck. Begin to straighten the knees. It's okay if they're not straight. Allow the traction of gravity to pull the neck down. Inhale, come to a half lift. Good. Exhale here one more time. Release. You can just hang, swing to the side, press all 4 corners of the feet into the earth, however you're hanging. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up. And bring yourself back to the top of the mat if you moved over to the side of your mat. Ground in. Inhale, step the feet out, about 3 feet. Arms out to the side. Turn towards one side or the other. I'm turning to my right. And I'm actually shifting my hips towards the right as well. Bend that right knee. Lean down. Hips are stacked. Grab that right toe. If it's in your practice today, begin to straighten the right knee or keep it bent. Whatever works for you today might be different than yesterday. Lift the left hand up to the sky and open the chest. Really ground the feet or you fall over like me. Open the chest, look up to that lifted hand. Apparently I'm not supposed to do triangle today. Pardon me. So I am just going to bring my hand behind me and look to the side. Try to press into that back left foot. Press into the right foot as well. Each inhale, find that length. Exhale, find a little more rotation in the waist. Inhale, pull yourself up and shift sides. Again, find that stacked hips facing that left foot. Bend the knee, grab the toe with the hands, with the fingers. Begin to straighten that knee if it's in your practice today and open up the arm to the sky. Look up if you can. If bringing your arm up to the sky is too much, then just gently tuck your hand around your waist. Look up or look to me. Press into that back foot. If your arm is raised, begin to lean in, open the chest, open the rib cage towards me. Good, inhale up. Bring yourself back to the center and bring yourself up to the top of the mat. Inhale, open the feet a little bit wider. And again, turn to the right. Find that place where you can press into your left heel and the left pinky. Lean into the right. Arms come up overhead at first, just to find this position for warrior one that we were in before. And for a back bend, begin to bring the right hand up overhead, bring the left hand behind you. Press into that left heel, sink into the right hip. Look up, press the hips forward, only looking up as far as you're pressing the hips forward. Find your balance. Engage that pelvic floor. Inhale, come up. Turn to the other side. Again, start in warrior one. Find that place where you can really press that left foot in. Press the right heel and the right pinky toe, that back foot down. Sink into the front hip. And then begin to back bend. Bring that right hand down towards the back of the right knee or the waist. Look up, press the hips forward. Only doing your back bend as far as you're pressing your hips forward. So it's not about craning the neck back, it's about pressing the hips towards the wall in front of you. Inhale, come up. Turn to the center. Widen the feet a little bit. Hands come to the hips. Exhale, another forward fold. Release down. Release the hands towards the floor, or if you have blocks or a blanket, something that you can roll up. If your hands don't want to hit the floor, find something to bring the floor closer to you. Inhale here, and exhale, fold a little bit further. Let gravity bring the top of the head towards the floor. Engage the quads. Knees are strong, they're not locked. Pelvic floor is engaged, even here. So is the core. Inhale, look up, come to that half lift. Exhale here. Bend the knees as you come all the way up. Safety first. Hands to the waist. Good, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, sink into chair. Gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, release the neck. Hips. Hinge. Inhale to that half lift. Exhale, place the palms, either walk or jump the feet back. into plank, and lower here. You can always bring those knees down. Inhale, up dog. Long spine. Exhale, down dog. Next, inhale, come back to plank. Exhale, bring the knees down. Release the feet. Find yourself in tabletop. Find that alignment. Wrists under elbows, elbows under shoulders. Shoulders are bringing the shoulder blades are pinching together along my back. I'm spreading the collarbones. Even here in a neutral spine, you can keep those shoulders active. Knees under hips. Inhale, allow the hips to move a little bit more forward. Look up, spread the collarbones, pinch the shoulder blades a little bit more together. Into cow, exhale, cat around the back. Let the shoulder blades melt away from each other. Belly button moves even more towards spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more round each time. Inhale, look up, spread the collarbones and feel the shoulders move away from the ears. And exhale into cat. Bring yourself back to center. Back to neutral. Inhale the right foot up. Point the toe towards the earth. Find that place that you are equally distributing weight between the right hand and the left knee. Lift the left hand. Press through that back right heel. Press through the left wrist. But keep the femur and the top of the arm into their sockets. So we're reaching without separating out those joints. Exhale, place the hand down, place the foot down, and rock up and down. Open up the bottom of the foot. Inhale, bring that right foot up between the hands. Get off the left kneecap. Inhale yourself up. Sink into that right hip flexor. Extend the left. Sink and find that space. Taking the left hand outside the right knee. Begin to bring the right hand around the waist. Almost as if you're trying to bring that right hand to grab that front leg. Slowly twist. Sink a little bit further into that front hip. Find the space. Open the heart towards me. Look a little bit further over that shoulder. Really open up, spread those collarbones away from each other. Slowly unwind. Bring yourself back to the front. Hands come down. Bring that right foot so it feels comfortable ahead of you and rock onto the heel. Bring the toes towards you. If you need more here, walk your hands closer to the foot. Don't sit further down. Knee could be slightly bent. Pelvic floor still engaged. Core is tight. Everything's engaged from the belly button down. Rock forward. Place the hands on the inside. Bring that foot down. And sit back into child's pose briefly. Inhale yourself back up. Into tabletop. Again, find that alignment. Find that place where you can bring the left foot up. Equally distribute the weight between the right knee and the left wrist. If the wrist is starting to get tired, then please come up on the fist. It's totally okay to do that. And lift the right hand. Press the right hand forward as you press the left heel backward. Keep those shoulder and hip sockets tight around the bones. Low belly's engaged, entire core is engaged, pelvic floor is engaged. Exhale, bring the hand down, bring the foot down, and rock up and down. Open up the bottom of that left foot, especially if you have to wear heels. This can help to open up the fascia underneath the foot. Next, inhale, bring the left foot forward, place it between the hands. Make sure you come safely off that right kneecap. Inhale, bring yourself up. Sit forward into the left hip flexor. Extending the right, compressing the left. After a compression like this in any sort of connective tissue, once we release, there's a lot of oxygenated blood that goes right back into it to really nourish. So compression can be a really potent way to find that nourishment, that oxygen that we need. Taking the right hand outside the left knee, allow the left hand to move around the waist, almost as if it's moving towards grabbing that left leg. Slowly turn, twisting open the rib cage, spread the collarbones. Use that right hand to keep the left knee from either moving in or out. You can also use it for leverage for a slightly deeper twist if it's accessible to you today. 2 more breaths. Release, slowly unwind. Placing the hands on the floor, rock back onto the left heel, bring the left toes towards the face. And breathe. If you need more, walk the hands closer to the foot. Bring yourself back up. Left hand comes on the inside of the foot. Bring the left foot back. Knees come out, mat distance. Toes together. Pressing into child's pose. Really press into the mat to bring the heels and the hips close to each other. Spread the collarbones even here. Open your heart. Find your breath. Keep breathing. Inhale, come back up into tabletop. One more twist for the day. Inhale your right hand up. Press into the left, really open the rib cage. So you're looking up towards that hand. As you exhale, thread the hand through between your left knee and your left hand. Bring the ear down to the mat or a block, or if your ear doesn't want to touch the floor, then please do roll up your mat, something to support it, to bring the floor closer to you. If you need a more intense twist, press into the palm of the left hand as you press into the back of the right. Pelvic floor engaged, belly's in, and the core is also engaged. Inhale, begin to press into that left hand. Slowly unwind. Anytime we do a twist, we go in and out slowly. Lift the right hand back up. Look up to meet it. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Other side. Inhale, left hand up. Open the chest. Open the rib cage. Look up to meet that hand. Exhale, thread the hand through. Bring the ear to the mat or to your block. Low belly engaged. Core is engaged. Pelvic floor is engaged. If you need more, press into the palm of the right hand, this time in the back of the left hand. Inhale, press into that right hand this time. Lift the left hand, twist, look up nice and slow. Exhale, bring the hand back down. Bring yourself onto your sits bones. And find a comfortable cross-legged position. You're always welcome to lift the hips up a little bit off of the floor. You can roll the mat, or if you have yoga blocks or a bolster or something, you're welcome to lift the hips up a little bit. Sometimes it opens them up a little bit more. Just find that place where you can sit with your feet offset, or if you've already got lotus or half lotus in your practice today, then you're welcome to bring that into these next few postures as well. Rounding the shoulders away from the ears, drop the chin to the chest. Opening up the C-spine. Actively pull the shoulders away from the ears. This is not a static position. Squeeze the glutes to bring the knees closer to the floor. If you feel any pressure or any pulling in any part of your knee, any part of any joint, always support. If you feel it in just one, support both. Inhale the chin back up. Exhale the arms out. Inhale, bring the right elbow under the left and either grab the shoulder blades and begin to gently pull and lower the chin, or you can begin to twist the hands together. I've got my right elbow under my left and I'm bringing my right hand to meet the left palm. And then begin to lower the elbows and lower the chin. Spread the collarbones. Breathe. Inhale the chin back up. Release the hands if you're in eagle arms. Release the hug if you're hugging. Other side. Bring that left elbow under the right and either grab those collarbone, the shoulder blades, begin to pull. So you're spreading the collarbones as you're spreading the shoulder blades as well. Or come into eagle arms, lift the elbows briefly. Lower the elbows. Remain in an upright spine and release the chin towards the chest. Maintain active glutes. Bring the knees towards the floor by squeezing the glutes. Inhale, bring the arms back up. If you're in eagle arms, release. Release the hug if you're hugging. Exhale, begin to hinge at the hips, bringing the forehead towards the floor. So it doesn't matter how far you walk your hands, that's not the point. The point is pressing the sits bones into the floor as you release. Lead with the collarbones. Allow the hips to open. Find yourself here, a few more breaths. See if gravity will allow the forehead to move closer to the floor. Again, this is a hinge at the hips, bringing the top of the hip bone close to the femurs. Leading with the collarbones. Inhale, slowly come up. Bring yourself back up to sitting. Grab under the knees. Begin to assist the knees by pulling them together. With the feet crossed, find both sits bones on the floor. You can move some of the tissue away if you need to. Hold on to the opposite foot. If this does not feel right, then bring the feet side by side. You're more than welcome to do that. Otherwise, we're finding one more balanced posture here. Bring yourself up to balancing, either with a cross-legged position or with the feet together. If you need more from any one of these postures, bring the feet up. Everything is tight, everything's engaged. Press the feet together, straighten the legs. Release the hands. Point the toes. Place the hands back down. Lower the legs. Then slowly lower yourself down. Use your elbows as a guide. When you first come into this reclined posture, allow the feet to still be crossed. Allow that length within the quads to occur. If it's too intense, then move the feet further away from the body. You're always welcome to bring the heels and the toes together, bring the soles of the feet together in this posture in a reclined butterfly, or keep the feet crossed. If the feet are crossed, reverse the cross of the feet. Release the low back to the floor. Assist the knees back together. Hug them into the chest for a couple of breaths. You can bring the neck up if you'd like, or you can keep the neck elongated onto the floor. As we all bring the neck back down, bring the head back down to the floor. Find that elongation from the back of the head. Press the neck into the floor, all the way down to the tailbone. So find every vertebra touching the floor. Release the knees, lower the feet down, about mat distance apart. Tuck the shoulder blades, however, release. It's not an active tuck, you just tuck and then everything releases. Let the chest open, let the heart open, let the feet flop out. Gently close the eyes or soften the gaze. And remain at rest for the next few minutes, whatever you need to consolidate the gains that you made. We take rest in order to consolidate the gains. That's where we grow. We grow at rest. We grow physically, we grow emotionally, we grow cognitively. So taking the time to take that rest, even for just a few moments, is really important at the end of your practice. So do take the time for yourself in rest. If it's early morning for you and you might fall asleep, then please do set an alarm. Otherwise, enjoy Shavasana. Take care. The light in me shines the light in you. Namaste.